I first started mapping in 2016. One day, I just got a sudden urge of inspiration and made my first map following a FreakLeaks Philip tutorial. The map was unique to say the least. It consisted literally of a ramp and a tunnel. That's it. And I started playtesting it right away. I had a completely inappropriate amount of fun playing this ramp of serious business.
Thank you. Penso no. Ma ne pure Boki, ani ne mislim Joko. Ani me odgovoa.
But after a couple of games, I noticed that the map is a bit too city-sided. Well, makes sense. Cities have the high ground after all. So what was my solution to this balancing predicament? Just slam bam a random wall arch thing to be used as cover. And from that simple change, the map became like 100 times more fun. I went on with this random stuff creates problems fixed by random stuff design until I felt it was complex enough. And what we got in the end is the Great Parking. A very fun, sort of demolition map with a non-standard layout and a bunch of gimmicks. The map was actually so good that later, once I improved my mapping skills, I started remaking it. The remake should have kept the layout the same, while upgrading the visuals and removing clutter. I never finished it, but my man Tineri took great interest in its layout and Tinerified the hell out of it, creating a new map named Deluge. Deluge? Sadly, you can't check it out today since he apparently removed it from the workshop. I used to bring my laptop to class. Instead of listening to history lectures, I would work on my games and maps. Don't actually do that. One time, while prototyping a map for the Hunger Games game mode, Danger Zone didn't exist back then, I created a building that I quite liked. In fact, I liked it so much, I decided it deserved to be in a diffusal map instead of some made-up game mode that will never be official. That building became the T-spawn, and I built the rest of the map around it. I think this map was quite generic, but it had the cool balcony lane outside of B. The map was supposedly set in China, but apart from like 3 signs you wouldn't really be able to tell. It's a thematical mess, with trains going into castles intersecting with residential buildings overlooking market space with a single shop. I'm not even sure how well it plays, it was only playtested with like 3 people max. Maybe we will fix that in the future. Now, Hangaroa. It is the biggest T1 project by far, that took me over a year to finish. Its story starts in 2019. One time, during one of my good old hotel reception night shifts, I got a message from Tineri. He tells me about this new cool mapping contest that I should maybe participate in. It is called the Mapcore Exotic Places contest. The contest was very simple. Make a 5v5 comp map with a theme that hasn't been seen before in Counter-Strike. After some brainstorming, I settled on an Easter Island theme. It hasn't ever been done in CS, even on the workshop, and it would be very recognizable thanks to all of the moais. Easter Island is mostly just grassy hills without much geometry that would lend itself to CSGO's gameplay, but after scouting on Google Maps for a bit, I found the shape of the Hangaroa harbor to be very fitting for a Counter-Strike layout. Over the next months, I iterated on the map's layout. It went through a lot, even having a couple of updates be done by Tineri. And after 50 versions, we get the release one. I would say it was only about 80% finished, but I was still happy with the result. It wasn't the best looking map, it wasn't the best playing map, but it was 100% my map that I finished and I poured my soul into, as well as hundreds of hours. It of course didn't get any recognition in the contest. The competition was too strong. All of the top 10-20 maps were basically Valve level quality. I packed my things, saw Tineri getting banned, and concluded my time on Mapcore for the time being. After release, I got a lot of feedback. Firstly, from HJZ, which was at the time a decent small-scale mapping Discord server. As well from Dimitri and mapping playtesting, of course. It got reviewed by CNEP, and I even got to play it with some people that have actual experience, like Morozov. All of that produced the version we have today. Cleaner angles, better optimization, added details and clearer visibility. It even has crabs. These are the first 3 noteworthy projects in my mapping journey. They are greatly flawed, but will forever remain as the basis for my level design ability. In a way, each one of these maps taught me something. Great Parking taught me what makes a map fun. Teriyaki taught me the importance of a coherent theme. And Hangaroa combined the 2 lessons and taught me how to actually finish a project. There were of course more lessons to learn, but that's a story for another day.